Hey there, it's Ozzy here, your non-techie guide to the wonderful world of video creation. So you've decided to make your first video and you're going to shoot it on your smartphone. But which lens do you use? Now, I've seen an awful lot of people out there recommending that you use the front-facing lens. That's the lens that's next to the screen as you sort of look at your phone. I'm going to argue against that, and I'm going to argue against that for two reasons. Most phones, not all, but most phones don't have as good a lens and give as good a resolution on this front-facing lens as they do on this rear-facing lens. Most phones have a wider angle lens on this front-facing lens, because the reason for that is because quite often you'll hold it like that, so it's very close to you, so it has to be a wide angle to get you all in. Now, that's not always the best lens to shoot on. Sometimes it is for some purposes, but as I say, most times, a lot of phones, the quality of images taken on this side, on the front-facing lens, are not as good as those on this side. Now, part of the argument for using that front-facing lens is so that you can see yourself and you can watch yourself as you record. Now, watch what happens now when I look. I'm not recording myself. I'm actually recording myself on the rear-facing lens of this phone. Which is what I always recommend, but I'm going to look to where the screen is, and you watch what my eyes are, and I'll talk there for a few seconds. So I'm now looking as though the screen was on my lens, and I'm watching myself on my lens. Do you think I've broken eye contact with you? Do you think it feels a little, probably less, I hesitate to use the word intimate, but it feels as though there's less of a connection with us, yeah? So when I'm looking at the lens, I'm looking at you and you're looking at me. So I would argue that for two reasons, you're far better off using the rear-facing lens than the front-facing lens. One, the image quality tends to be better, and two, you'll get more of a relationship going with your viewer. Now, how do you sort that out? Because obviously the whole point of using that front-facing lens is to see that you're all lined up correctly and all that sort of stuff. It couldn't be easier. Just shoot a quick 5-second video of yourself, run round the back and have a look at the screen, replay the video, and if you're in the right spot, you're in the right spot. Run back and you can get on with it, or make whatever adjustments you need to do. It takes a couple of seconds, probably a little bit more than that, 30 seconds to set that up, rather than having that front-facing lens and a lesser image quality. So what I'd always recommend is get used to using that rear-facing lens. Your results will be better in the long run, and you won't be tempted to look at that screen. I'll see you in the next tip.